So today we are celebrating the grand reopening of 3 new important parks in the city of Grand Rapids: Cheseboro Park, Mooney Park, and we're here at Ottawa Hills Park. This is the part of the 2013 Parks improvements that are making with the Parks millage that was passed by Grand Rapids voters. And you know, these parks are really significant. We've had a tremendous amount of resident input to guide the decisions that led to those improvements that we're celebrating today. Here at Ottawa Hills, this is an especially important park improvement in that it is fully universally accessible. One of Grand Rapids' very first play spaces just like this. So it is fully accessible to anybody with any ability here in the city of Grand Rapids and anybody visiting the city as well. Super excited to be out here opening these new parks. Happy to be out here today celebrating this grand opening of this important park space. Of course, we wouldn't be doing any of this work without those important millage dollars that were approved by voters back in 2013. I think it's absolutely remarkable to see this kind of design and this level of improvement being made to our park spaces. It's just, it's not only special and meaningful to our neighbors, but it's sort of that first appearance that really cleans up these parks and makes them more enjoyable, I think, to the general public. Very pleased to have with us today our newest Park Advisory Board member, Carl. I invite you to say a few words if you wish, and we've got another Park Advisory Board member, Dia, from the Friends of Grand Rapids Parks partner organization. And we have our elected official, Sarah, from the Comptroller's office with us today as well. So Sarah, I don't know if you'd like to open us up maybe with a few remarks.
Sure, and I'll try to use my outdoor voice. I don't always project well, but once again, we'd like to thank the taxpayers for their commitment to our city and approving the millage that make parks like this possible. This is a significant investment for our city, and it's one of the things that makes our neighborhoods great and makes Grand Rapids a great place to live.
And a special thanks too to Trevor Bosworth and Sue Lind from Veritas Design. These two are real champions, in my opinion, in my world. I love what they do. We're standing in one of their incredible designs. They've got I think a great knack and a great eye for making these places as pleasant as they are. So thank you for your support of our work and doing such an exceptional job. I'd be remiss if I excluded our park staff. Steve Krogman of Park Operations. You guys are out here every day taking care of everything that we see. So thank you for that upkeep. And Carrie and Catherine from our projects and planning and communications and outreach team as well. You guys do an extraordinary job keeping things moving along at an incredible pace. So my thanks to you as well. But again, my thanks especially to the voters of 2013. We wouldn't be standing here without your support. So many thanks and congratulations on this park opening. Welcome everybody to Cheseboro Park, Grand Rapids. It's a fabulous day out here. We are really pleased to be gathering with friends and neighbors to be opening up yet another park and celebrating these incredible improvements that we see around us. Some new park benches, some new swing equipment, a brand new play structure here but behind us. All of this is due to the voter-approved Parks millage back in 2013. And here representing some of the residential voice, we've got Sam Evans from the Alger Heights neighborhood. And Sam, I'd like to invite you to say a few things if you would, please.
We appreciate the city and the Parks and Recreation for coming to the neighborhood and getting ideas, not just from adults, but from the kids too, on exactly what they wanted in the parks. And it was a good collaborative between the city and the neighbors and the children with the input. And this park really looks phenomenal from where it used to be. So we appreciate that, and for the city listening to the neighbors and that, and we really appreciate what they've done. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Sam. And we've got our elected official here today, Sarah from the Comptroller's office. Sarah, if you'd like to say a few words.
Sure. We'd like to thank the taxpayers again for voting the millage that made this possible. I think this is just another example of the dedication that the residents of the city of Grand Rapids make during good times and bad. This park was originally dedicated in 1931. So for those of us that have less gray hair, you probably don't remember the Depression, but those were bad times, and that's when this park was originally built. And now here we are 87 years later, rededicating it and repurposed as a universally accessible park. and it's great to see the involvement of the community, the neighborhood association. There's a lot of volunteer hours that go into things like this, and we appreciate the effort on everyone's part.
Thank you, Sarah. Sarah talked about the Great Depression,
Yes.
and then we had the Great Recession.
Yeah.
Honestly, we would not be standing here without the support of the Friends of Grand Rapids Parks organization, Dia, and her organization stepped forward in 2010, 11, 12, and really began to reinvigorate parks and reestablish what was lost during that downturn. And Dia, I'd like to invite you to say a few things, if you would, please.
Thank you, David. It's great to see what the city has been doing with the millage dollars and enhancing these parks. The new amenities, especially in this park, are really, really fantastic. So it's exciting to see kids get off the bus and they run right over here to this park just a few minutes ago. So I'm excited to see how they're going to activate this space. I'm looking forward to seeing what friends can do to help as neighbors continue to, find new uses for these new parks. So thank you, guys.
Awesome. Thank you very much. And then Carl Johnson.
Right.
Carl Johnson is our newest Park Advisory Board member and active Grand Rapids citizen. If you'd like to say a few things.
Sure. Yeah, I'm neither elected nor employed, but I am retired from engineering and consulting, and I feel I've been the beneficiary of people years ago who created parks and volunteered their time to make their communities better. So I'm glad to work with the advisory board to give some time to help future generations too.
Awesome. Thank you very much. And I'd like to give a special thanks too to Veritas Design Group. You've done a tremendous job out here, as you do with most of our park designs. We're so appreciative of your work. Parks operations staff, you guys are out here taking care of and cleaning our parks on a daily basis. Thank you for all of your support. And of course, our project team, Carrie Enriquez and Catherine Zietzi from the Parks Department. Thank you so much for your support and ongoing work with this important park millage. So thank you, everybody. We've got cider, we've got donuts, cookies. I'm sorry, the donuts are another park. So stick around and celebrate, everybody. Thank you. Welcome. I thought it would be warmer today. Yes, I'm David Marquardt, Director of Grand Rapids Parks and Recreation. Thank you for coming out here today. This is absolutely incredible. We wouldn't be standing here today if it were not for the successful voting of the Parks Millage in 2013. This is incredible. You can see this great new play space behind us that is a result of those important millage dollars. And to talk a little bit about that, I'd like to introduce Mayor Bliss first for some speaking opportunities.
All right, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. What a beautiful fall day. Yes, I love being here. I was here at the ribbon cutting, or at the groundbreaking, I should say. It was a whole lot warmer than it is today, if I recall. And so it's wonderful to be back and to see this amazing playground. There are so many things I love about this playground, but what I love most is that it is universally accessible to all, regardless of your ability. And what a gift, not only to this neighborhood, but truly to our entire community and every family that will take advantage of this playground who cannot take advantage of other playgrounds. So I hope all of you feel how special this place is. And I want to add my thanks to really the residents who made this happen. If it wasn't for the Parks Millage that was supported by our residents, we would not have the money to invest in capital and invest in our parks. And we're doing it not just here, we're doing it across the city, and it's really because of the residents. So I just want to say thank you. And then also I want to really give thanks to Grand Rapids Public Schools. We are very fortunate in this city to have such a great partner in our public schools, and I can tell you that doesn't exist everywhere. I go all over this country and I talk to other mayors, and there are a lot of mayors that do not have the kind of relationship that we do between the city and the schools. And because of that relationship, we're able to not just do amazing things like this, but we're able to set goals for children and families. We're able to set goals around making sure that children have a park and a playground within a safe walking distance. We're able to embed environmental sustainability and education and use public spaces as a laboratory for learning, and a lot of that takes place because of the hard work between the city. I want to give a shout out to John Helmholt. It's really the school staff and the city staff who work so hard to make that happen. So I'm delighted to be here today to celebrate this momentous occasion, and thank you all for joining us.
Thank you.
All right.
You're up, John.
There you go.
All right. Well, thank you, Mayor. On behalf of the Grand Rapids Public School Board, my name is Reverend John Matias, and I think of the 7 habits of highly effective teens, and one of the habits is kind of a win-win, and this is definitely a win-win for our city. The partnership, it was a swap between the city and land, and we're able to do that, as you were saying, because of that relationship and that partnership for our residents and community. I think investing in things like this obviously makes our community better. I was just commenting, seeing our high school practicing on that side of the field is kind of exciting to see them doing that. And then on this side behind me, families enjoying this new space. 17,000 students and 3,000 employees in the Grand Rapids Public Schools. Again, because of that partnership, because of the work that's being done and the relationships that are had here, we don't have to be combative, but we can actually work together for our citizens. And so we thank you for that vote of confidence that you have, not only in us and the city, but you as residents as well in the voting that you do. So thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you. Would you like to?
Sure. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Cassandra Wolf, and I am here with Disability Advocates of Kent County. This playground is hugely important to the work, and we're really proud to partner with this work because at Disability Advocates, we advocate for accessible, inclusive communities for everybody, and we believe that really starts when we focus on including all of our children. So this playground is universally accessible. So not only is it barrier-free for people with physical disabilities of all types, but it's also able to include different kids who may have sensory issues or concerns that, might prevent them from enjoying a playground that doesn't have this access. And what that says is that our community is invested in incorporating inclusion for kids at a young age and telling them that no matter who you are and no matter what your abilities are, we want you to come and enjoy and play on a playground and be with your community and other kids. And so when our kids flourish, everyone flourishes, and I think universal design for playgrounds is a key factor in that. So we're really, really appreciative of the city and everyone who's been involved along the way.
Awesome. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Zia with Friends of Grand Rapids Parks. Of course, we always love when we get to come to grand reopenings because it just means a new space is being activated in a brand new way. And this is a great way to say that, to show that, especially here at this new Ottawa Hills Park. So we are extremely excited to see what park activation is going to happen here, what things we can do along with the Parks and Rec Department, who have been great partners with us, along with GRPS. Just a great collaborative effort to see a new space, get a new look, and get some new life. So thank you all for all your work.
My name is Carl Johnson. I'm too cold to talk. I'm going to chatter Morse code, and you can hope you can read code. I'm a retired engineer and management consultant, volunteering to work with the Friends of the Park and on the Parks Advisory Board. And I've been fortunate through my life to benefit from people who years ago would build a park, build a school, invest their time in that. And I'm glad to give some of that back now so that my grandkids and their grandkids will also have a place to play.
Thank you, Carl. All right, it's cold out, so we've got cookies, we've got cider, we've got donuts at the new picnic tables behind me. Join us in this great celebration. Thank you, Grand Rapids residents, for an incredible day. Appreciate it.